Welcome everybody to Blizzard Peak Hill Climb, and for the final episode of this series we're taking a look at the 2015 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Now this has a 1,515 horsepower, 1,101 pound-feet of torque from a 7 litre twin turbocharged V12 engine, and the car itself weighs 3,195 pounds. It's got snow tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension. It can do 0 to 60 in 2.461 seconds, 0 to 105.239 seconds, and it can go to a top speed of 241 miles an hour. So yeah, I thought I'd pick a Chevrolet purely because the Chevrolets on this series so far haven't done the best, though the Camaro Z28 did a perfectly reasonable time, 1 minute 53.080. And I thought I'd also try a car from Chevrolet and completely remove it from its stock format. So yeah, it's no longer got a V8, it's got a V12, and it's also twin turbocharged, and it now has all-wheel drive, and it's hopefully set up perfectly reasonably for snow racing. So yeah, I'm hoping this will do well because it has plenty of power, it doesn't weigh that much, and it's certainly got good acceleration. So let's see what it can do. So yeah, completely different car to how it is stock. Much larger engine, even though this car did have 650 horsepower, more than 1,500 is asking a lot from it. Especially when you consider it's also got now all-wheel drive and it's dealing with these snowy conditions. Well, it's plenty fast enough, that's for sure. Very little understeer for a car that never had all-wheel drive originally. In fact, it's more oversteer than anything. Surprised by how lack of understeer there is, to be honest. Most cars with a big engine up front with all-wheel drive that they never had originally understeer wildly. And this has a hint of it, but nowhere near as much as previous vehicles in this series. So yeah, not the fastest Chevrolet that we've had, but considering the kind of things it's having to deal with at 1 minute 53.580, that is not bad. It's actually only half a second behind the Camaro Z28, which was a pretty damn good car, quite frankly. A lot like this in terms of all-wheel drive system, not playing too much havoc in terms of the handling, etc. But it's still pretty damn good. It's quicker than the Porsche 911 GT2, Nissan Nismo GTR, McLaren P1, Ferrari F40, Lotus Esprit V8, the MG Metro 6R4 and the Bentley EXP concept car. It's only slightly behind the Lamborghini Centenario, Lamborghini Gallardo and the Saleen S7 and obviously the Camaro Z28. So yeah, perfectly reasonable car. It did a lot better than I was expecting it to, considering, you know, it's got a much bigger engine, 2 turbochargers, far more power, all-wheel drive system, snow tyres, off-road suspension, and obviously the snow on the ice it's having to deal with. Yeah, perfectly a reasonable time there and not too shabby. No doubt in my mind, if I had, or I did give it more time, you know, in terms of doing more goals on this course, I'd get it a lot quicker. It just, you know, kind of surprised me by how good it was in terms of handling that I really couldn't use its full potential. But still a solid time and not too shabby to end this series on, but I would have, you know, liked a car to at least have come close to the top spot. So yeah, in terms of the top 5 on this series, the Pagani's on the Cinque Roadster is in at number 5, the Porsche 918 Spyder is in at number 4, Ferrari F50 GT is at number 3, Dodge Viper ACR is at number 2, and the Lamborghini Aventador LP750-4 SV reigns supreme at the top spot. But not by all that much, it's only 0.2 of a second or thereabouts quicker than the Dodge. And quite frankly, it surprised me how many, you know, more track orientated vehicles are in that top 5. There's only really one normal road car in the form of the Porsche 918 that is in there. The Zonda, the F50 GT, the Viper ACR, and the Lamborghini Aventador are far more track orientated than plenty of other cars that have tried it on this series. So yeah, it's been a fun series, certainly been interesting in terms of the results. Obviously we had Lamborghini and Ferrari sparring off in several instances, but Lamborghini may well have lost its reign of supremacy in the top 5, but there's still at least 2 in the top 10, so not too bad. But you know, 3 in the top 10 even, sorry. So yeah, still pretty good overall, and yeah, no real major disappointments outside of the you know, the usual kind of cars, you know, like, let's have a look, yeah, the usual kind of cars at the bottom, like the Reliant Supervan and the BMW Sesto are no surprise, but everything else has been pretty damn good. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in whatever I do next. Bye.